I was joining like-minded people, like that was
Hmm.
like business first, get your schoolwork done first, and then
Yeah.
party later.
So firstly, I got to thank everybody for joining. We got about 15 or here or so it says on the screen, but this is the fourth of a series of interviews that I've done about the life at RIT and trying to capture that student perspective. And we also have a couple articles coming out. So yeah, obviously I'm sitting here with Chad, and you know what's really funny? I didn't think like that joke that like, oh, Chad's fraternity, like you know that
I
correlation.
know,
I was
I
like
know, I
until
get it.
like
Every
until later
social event, I get that.
until later on that I was like doing the marketing for it and creating the designs and sending it over like this is his name, blah blah. And I was like, oh shit, of course, when we were talking about
Right,
fraternities.
right.
But no, honestly, I was just trying to think of someone who was like doing a lot for Theta Chi, and I was like, oh, all right, Chad's definitely one. I got a lack of recommendations. All right, but anyways, so you're a fourth year mechanical engineering student at RIT. You just finished the summer at Lockheed Martin, and you're, as I mentioned, you're a member of our Theta Chi. You're the father of athletics at Theta Chi. You're QB on the RIT flag football team, as well as organizes a lot of workouts at the SLC for brothers.
Yep.
He's an avid reader, as you can see in his highlights for his Instagram. He's a husband to the Kayla, but ladies and gentlemen, Chad Scorse.
Yes, that's me.
So how you been?
I
How's
love
your
it.
summer going?
Really good. It was good. I feel like it flew by. I was at in Syracuse at Lockheed for a little bit, and then I had like
Uh-huh.
a month home for a summer, so that was good.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, now we'll hop right into what everybody joined for. But so
Yeah.
why'd you join Greek life? What made you? How'd you hear about it? And then I mean, the follow up right after is it's going to be why Theta Chi? Did you end up going
Yeah.
Theta Chi? Yeah.
I get this question a lot, and honestly, like, I did not think I was going to join Greek life at all. Like, I
Hmm.
wasn't planning on joining Greek life. I kind of had a bad vibe about RIT's Greek life coming in. I was like, when I came in freshman year, I was very independent. I was just doing my own thing and wasn't planning on joining any clubs, any groups, basically nothing. I just wanted to do my own thing, work out, and go home. That's all I really wanted to do. But kind of eventually, I started like finding different friends and talking to people that kind of had the same mindset as I did, and they eventually happened. I happened to find out that a lot of them were Theta Chi's.
Mm,
So that kind of what was brought me into the Greek life, I guess.
yeah.
Just kind of happened to stumble across a couple Theta Chi's that were doing the same stuff I was doing.
When you were rushing, you rushed the fall or the semester after mine. I rushed in the spring, and then you rushed
Yeah,
in the
yep.
fall. But I do remember them talking about you a lot. You're like, oh, there's this Chad guy. He's friends with Reno. Like, we gotta bring him in. I was
I
like,
almost
okay.
rushed with you guys.
Yeah.
I
No, I
almost did.
remember. Yeah.
It took me an extra semester. I kind of thought about it for an extra semester and wasn't sure if I really wanted to do it. And then I eventually did it the following
Yeah.
semester.
So what was that like turning point where you're like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it, and then committed to it in the fall? What was that? Do you remember it all, or what was that for you?
I think it was more like I really wanted to get to know the guys like at a deeper level, I guess, and
Hmm.
like really know what I was getting myself into. And
Okay.
for me, it was like, okay, I'm spending this money to be in like a group. Like, do I really want to spend this money? Do I want to put my money? I mean, back then I was broke. I mean, I'm still technically broke now, but
No,
I
you're on
mean,
co-op.
yeah, right. I had co-op. I got a little bit of money, right? But I just wasn't sure if I wanted to put my money towards something like that. And then I guess the breaking point was getting to know these guys and seeing like it was more of an investment than like spending money every semester. It was like just networking with all these guys and seeing how these guys were all just so successful and so business oriented and kind
Yeah.
of got their work done first and played second.
Yeah.
That really drew me in, and I was like, all right, I'm going to do this. And I think it was definitely a good investment. It was a good choice
I mean, that was a good way to say it. I mean,
for
so
sure.
what was your rushing process like?
So my rush process was definitely really fun. I enjoyed it. I was only in a group of three guys. It was me, Schlantz, and
Yeah.
me. But I mean that kind of made it really fun. But during rush was the fun part was like it was very mysterious and we didn't really know what was coming next. You know, like it was
Yeah.
always a question mark. Like, oh, do I have to be somewhere tomorrow? Like, and we would just get a last minute text like, oh, be at this place at this time, and that made it really fun. It was like you kind of had to you were on edge and you had to like you had to be ready for anything.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I would say that, yeah, you were just busy all the time. You had something every day. You weren't really sure what was coming next. You had to be prepared. You had to make sure you were up on your readings. You had to make sure you
Right.
knew your stuff.
Yeah.
And that was fun.
No, for sure. I mean, so was there any particularly memorable part through the rushing process that like you're like, okay, that was a ton of fun, or like you're just happy to be a part of it?
Towards the end of the rush process, it was like our trivia night. I think you guys had like a trivia where
Yeah.
you had
Yep.
to
Yep. Yep.
answer questions,
Uh-huh.
and you like all the brothers are around you, and like it's
Yep.
like super suspenseful and
Yeah.
super
Yeah. Yeah.
intense, and you had to answer the question right. Specifically, I would say that one was a very memorable.
We had the exact same trivia night, and one of the questions was, "What are Theta Chi's fraternity colors?" So
Yeah.
military red and
Oh
white.
god.
When I say, I think I said like red and black, and like that was like the easiest, most throw up question,
Oh
and I
my
just like,
god.
but it was like so nerve. I mean, I'm a freshman. I'm a second semester freshman. Like a lot of the guys, at least
Did
when I
they
was
all
there,
yell at
was
you?
like lot older, and like they're fifth years, fourth years, and I was like,
They're
fuck. I'm
intimidating.
like, yeah,
Yeah,
right,
you're like, oh, I
right,
messed up.
right.
You're sitting there sweating. You're gonna make sure you want to get an answer incorrect.
Yeah, I mean, what? So was it? So I mean, you also study mechanical engineering. Was it hard to do both? Like, obviously, mechanical engineering is really hard, and I mean, I have personal experience with that as well. But was that hard to keep your academics up and also join Theta Chi and be in Greek life?
I'd say like my first year, the semester I actually rushed. I would say that was a pretty difficult semester because I feel like you're more busy while you're in the rush process because you're doing stuff like almost every day. I would say at first it was difficult, but then after the rush process, it got actually a lot easier because once you get into the fraternity, like you know guys that are in your major and they kind of helped you out, and after that it got easier, I would say.
But yeah, I mean, looking back, is Theta Chi what you expected going in? Is it better? Is it worse? I mean,
Honestly, better for sure. I mean, like I knew coming into it, like all these, I was joining like-minded people, like that was
hmm
like business first, get your schoolwork done first, and then
yeah,
party later. And I mean, after I joined, it kind of like amplified that. It was like everybody was dead serious. Like people were starting businesses, people were getting jobs at Microsoft, Google, like NASA, like places everywhere. I'm like, kind of joined. I was like, damn, I kind of got to get my stuff together. Like I got to get going. Like I got to catch up to these guys. Like
hmm
and I would definitely say it was better than expected
yeah.
after getting closer with the older guys and seeing what they were actually doing, what they were actually starting.
What would you tell a first year student interested in Greek life about Greek life and why to join?
I would say to like meet as many people as you can and like test out the waters with every fraternity because I mean every fraternity is different and like their values and the guys you're going to hang out with like I said like I joined Theta Chi because they had similar mindset so I was their business like play
Yeah,
second. And if you really like kind of make your way around and test out the waters with different fraternities and see which guys you really like vibe with, I guess I would say that would be my number one piece of advice would just explore different things if you are interested in Greek life. And if you're not interested in Greek life, I would say like be open to it to guys that approach that are in Greek life and are trying to like recruit you. Definitely be open to it because it would definitely change your life for sure and change it for the
yeah,
better.
yeah, yeah. All right. Well, I mean, that really concludes all the question I had. I mean,
Yeah,
definitely want to open them up to the public here, and so you guys can throw in some questions. Another question: what am I getting for paying dues? Why does it cost so much to join?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, that like my first semester in, like I went to the budget meeting. I wanted to make sure I knew where my money was going because I had the
Right.
same
Yeah.
exact question. We allocate our money basically to the dollar by brother. Like so we have national dues we have to pay
hmm
that goes right to nationals and then nationals gives us a lot of resources. Like we have like leadership conferences and stuff. There's multiple conferences that nationals holds every year that we can go to and they let us go to that for free um and then a portion goes to like our social events, a portion goes to our recruitment events, a portion goes to like brotherhood stuff, like our retreat every year, formal every year. Basically, our dues go to what we like hold, what events we host during the semester, and it's very specific to the dollar. Like, so I mean, none of your money is wasted for sure.
Has Alumni Network supported co-op slash full-time procurement post-grad? Yeah,
Absolutely,
for sure.
absolutely. Literally, like a lot of the alumni brothers that I'm close to, I talk to, and they're always like, "Hey, let me know when you're looking for a job. I can put in a good word for you. I can hook you up with an interview." Like all the time, those alumni network connections for co-ops and full times is huge for sure.
What's to come for Theta Chi? That's a good question.
What's to come? We're trying to grow our numbers a little bit. We're trying to get some guys that are like-minded like us. We're trying to raise big money for the USO. We're trying to do big things. We're starting businesses together. We just want to grow. We want to get better.
Yeah,
I'd say
yeah.
that's a quick answer for that.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm going to wrap it up right now. I mean, thank you so much
All
for
right.
joining.
Of course. Yeah. Thanks for asking me.
I
I
appreciate
think
you
what you're doing
taking
is really cool.
appreciate that. I mean, yeah, I mean, just taking your time to be able to sit here and share your student perspective, and then thank you to everybody who joined throughout here. I think that was a really popular one. I saw it like hit 50 for a second. I'm like, oh my
Yeah, I
gosh.
like it. That's sweet.
So, all right, man. I'll see you soon. I'll see you on campus,
All
and
right. Absolutely.
all right. Have a good
Sounds
one,
good.
Chad.
You too. Thanks.